What's the Renaissance era? I know about all I know is the what you call it, man. Hold on. Attitude era. All I know is the Attitude era, man. But I don't know. I know about the Attitude era, and I know about the like the one with I guess the one after, bro. So this is the shit that's happening now is the Renaissance era. So what's the one before the Renaissance? Because like what's the one with like 2008 type shit? The PG era.
So it was 30 niggas. I was asleep in the back seat. 3 niggas rolled up with Uzis pointed at all of us. I took my knife out twin and stabbed one in the eye. I said, you know who I am? Baba Yaga nigga. I'm the first nigga and you get the idea.
Oh my gosh, bro. Yo, wait, ruthless aggression then PG era? Okay, so I liked the Attitude era, and then I remembered the I don't know. I can't explain it, bro. I just know that the point where I stopped, it was sometime before. I feel like it was sometime before the Renaissance era. The last things I really remember about wrestling to where I completely stopped is the nigga that was spitting apples and the nigga that was spitting apples in people's faces. That's when I was kind of like, I think I'm done with this, actually. I think I'm actually done watching this now, man. I spit in the face of the people who not cool. I was like, all right, I think I had enough, man. I think I had enough, man. I liked the dude. I thought it was funny. I was just like, what are we doing now, man?
This is about a former UFC fighter if you want to check it out.
A former UFC fighter? Bro, I don't want to see another sad story, man. That shit hurts. Like, that shit hurts when I just see it and it's like, he crying out for help and nobody's listening because people already got their opinions about you off of shit that they seen on a text. So I don't know. I mean, like to be fair, the nigga did lie. Like he said that the gun was pointed at his head when really the gun was pointed in his direction. Oh wow. I guess his whole career needs to be done for, bro.
World Wrestling Entertainment in their years and years of existence has firmly been defined by eras, time frames in the company's history where different stars defined their image. They crossed over into the mainstream and they created moments which are still replayed till this very day. Each era has an accompanying cast of marquee attractions and reasons to exist. From 1997 to 2002 was the
oh yeah, here we go. Attitude, Ruthless, PG. And then I didn't watch these. I wasn't really watching these.
Attitude era. Then came the Ruthless Aggression era from 2002 to 2008. This was followed by the PG era. Then came the Reality era, followed by the New era. With each name that the company was given for their various time frames, it felt as though WWE from a television standpoint was growing more and more out of touch with their fan base.
Yeah.
Yes, there was some good stuff here and there, but fans were just waiting for an improvement. But that turn in the right direction would just never come. The moments, the unpredictability, it was few and far between. At the end of the 2010s, it felt like World Wrestling Entertainment was hell-bent on self-sabotage and alienating their fan base, lacking a structure, missing out on top talent, coasting by with their pay-per-views, and failing to deliver fan.
What was this?
Missing out on top talent, coasting by with their pay-per-views, and failing.
Are these dudes are these young are these women? Are these guys? Are these guys? Are these women? Are these guys? Women? Are these? What's happening? I don't know.
Failing to deliver fans the stars that they wanted at the top. Go back to 2018 or 2019 and it looked like the WWE was doomed to fail forever. Entering the 2020s, the WWE has finally found their way again. The company has gone through an overhaul from the top down, from new ownership and ideologies to pushing the new wave of superstars. The company has seen a massive turn under Nick Khan and Triple H, where fans are finally enjoying the WWE for the first time in a long time. The company's had a resurgence across multiple facets, from how the company is building up talent, a new vision for media, and even a complete overhaul of their developmental to fit into a grand scheme of an overall plan that seems to be clicking. After some really tough years for fans which were filled with frustration, bad television, and spite booking at times, the company has gone through a renaissance. By its literal definition, renaissance means rebirth, and a rebirth has happened within the WWE. And you may think the simple answer is Triple H taking over, but there's all these little pieces that make up a much bigger picture that finally has the company clicking. So let's rewind back.
All right. The Renaissance era. Let go. Hey. Hey.
In 2020, WWE hired Nick Khan as their president and chief revenue officer. Khan came into the WWE after working for CAA as their co-head of television. The company hired a seasoned media mogul who brought in a different philosophy on television. He came into the company and changed how the WWE distributed their content. And operated their biggest pay-per-views. Earlier in 2020, WWE had parted ways with George Barrios and Michelle Wilson, who had been with the company for 11 years. When asked about why this happened, Vince McMahon said
I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. It's just like, what are we, like, where? Like, where did this come from? Where did this come from? Like, imagine you just chilling in class and we watching a movie on the television and one nigga at the side of his mouth, I'm gay as hell, y'all. What? Huh? Nigga, we watching a movie. Nobody asked, man.
The company wanted to focus on growing the value of their content, and that the decision was based on a different view of execution over areas of focus. Dumbing that down, Vince didn't think they were focusing on where the money was, and he had a different view on what they should be doing. In came Khan and immediately changed the company. By the following year, Peacock became the official home for the WWE's content library in the US. They entered a multi-year agreement with NBC Universal and were able to settle on a $1 billion rights agreement. The company launched the WWE Network back in 2014 with hopes that it would seamlessly fit into the streaming landscape, even though it hadn't exploded yet. Think the WWE's version of Netflix, a signature app that had content upon content for a bargain of a price.
Thank you so much.
This was going to be big time, and for some time it was, but as time went on, those subscriptions started to flatline and even drop. The company made the decision to sell those rights. Essentially, the thought was, where can we plop the WWE logo and have more fans see it? If they couldn't have people coming to them, then they'd go to them on a bigger platform. Nick Khan spearheaded that and was able to make the best of a downtrending situation, and it was his business savvy that helped get that deal done. But where the company has really changed since his hire is their pay-per-views. Go back to 2018 or 2019 and pick a pay-per-view, chances are you'll feel like you're watching a glorified version of Raw or SmackDown. Now their roster is the strongest that it's been in years, and the company is putting on some huge cards, but they do it in bigger venues and different markets. Going back a few years, there would be very few shows that were inside football stadiums or baseball parks. Now there's more of those which give it a grander feel, and that goes hand in hand with what I mentioned earlier. The biggest change has actually come with WrestleMania. The grand feeling that came with WrestleMania has finally been restored for the past couple years, and why it's working is the two-night structure that the show now has.
Wait, so Bad Bunny's like... Bad Bunny can wrestle, not even kidding? He be wrestling? I thought he was just there for that one little thing.
Again, go back to those shows in 2017.
But they really got him on the whole cover, bro.
18, 19, close to the 5-hour mark for almost all of them in terms of runtime.
Holy shit.
WrestleMania, though it was one of the biggest shows in the world, at times felt like a chore to watch, and it lost its sparkle. Instead of being a showcase of the best storylines and matches, it became this 5+ hour marathon where the company crammed as much as they could onto one show. So you'd usually get lukewarm critical reviews once these shows were done. Since Khan came in, WrestleMania has expanded to a 2-night format, night 1 Saturday and night 2 Sunday, which allows for more breathing room, makes the show much more digestible, and also gives the company the ability to space out their big matches. It was a change that at first seemed odd, but now seems reasonable that it happened. This change has led to more ticket sales, partnerships, and big-time matches. The rejigging of what and where a pay-per-view should be since 2021 is what's worked, and that falls under Khan. Exploring these different markets. Also, pay-per-view fatigue doesn't seem to be a thing anymore. They don't have a pay-per-view every month just for the sake of doing it. You don't need a TLC in December to fill a spot on the calendar, because if you end off your schedule in November, then the next one isn't until the Rumble in January, which fans will be hungry for, no doubt. SummerSlam went from arenas to stadiums. The
Wait, so what WrestleMania number are they on?
WWE started to do more international shows, and all that came under the eye of Nick Khan. That hire in 2020, though simple for most fans, has had an unseen effect on the WWE. WWE, for their entire existence, has also been able to maintain connection to the entertainment industry because at the core of it, they are an entertainment company. Music and television helped the WWE launch WrestleMania and get to new heights. But there was a point where it felt like the WWE was trying their absolute hardest to hold on to that relationship with the mainstream. Problem being, there was a huge disconnect between...
Oh my gosh, yeah. I remember this shit. I saw this shit on Instagram. I mean, it did its job of showing like wrestling on like social media just everywhere, because even I saw this shit.
What they thought worked and what actually worked. The company brought in stars like...
What the fuck? Is that what's her name? Snooki? And is that Trish Stratus?
Like Snooki, Jerry Springer, and Kevin Federline.
Jerry Springer? And was he about to say Kevin Federline? Oh yeah, they was grasping at straws, bruh.
To continue to show that they were still relevant. Heck, they had an entire era of their flagship show have a cast of changing celebrity guest hosts to maintain that relationship so very desperately. Sometimes it was good.
Oh my god, it's Wolverine. What the fuck? You could have saved $50 last month with DoorDash with Dash Pass. Shut the fuck up. Get off my dick, bro. Damn, I'm hungry. I'd ask Danielle what she about to eat. Did WrestleMania happen this year? It's in April? Interesting.
Most times it was bad, and sometimes it was flat out cringe inducing.
I know that's not Mind Freak. Is that?
But those celebrities didn't really do much.
Is that Mind Freak? Oh my god. They was just getting niggas, bro. They was just get. I actually really like. I like Mind Freak. No, I like the intro song. It was just Mind Freak. Mind Freak.
Much for the WWE in the grand scheme of things. What's a one-off appearance really going?
What is going on? What is going on, bruh?
Going to add, aside from your hardcore fans rolling their eyes at some very forced segment? Now this is a model that the company has ironed out. They finally figured out how to incorporate names from the outside. Whereas before the goal was, let's just bring in these guys and use them in a segment for a bit, maybe force them to wrestle.
I remember when they had Floyd Mayweather up there, and Floyd actually punched this nigga Big Show in the face. He really punched this nigga, bro.
Even though they...
Yo, you gotta pull them bitches, man. You gotta pull them bitches, man.
Have no intention to, and they don't really care. Now they have them seamlessly fit into the company. At the top of this is Logan Paul, one of the biggest names in combat sports.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, his shit, he been looking good, bro.
Multimedia. With him, he brings a reach of millions. His addition to the company seemed pretty harmless on the surface, but he's been able to give the WWE an exposure among young adults and fans who maybe don't follow the company, but follow what Paul is doing.
I'm not gonna lie, because it's like, they probably just bought him in and thought it'd be cool, like, you know, get some viewers, but he actually like
Shaq jogging up there like it's Saturday morning at 6 a.m.
Right? He had the straightest face, just
Even if they're just hate watching the guy.
I feel like Logan Paul actually like added more than even what they thought to wrestling right now, bro.
The biggest tool he's got is his online reach and the ability to market. Just look at how many views his Impulsive podcast gets. It's these crossovers that are working and helping people like Seth Rollins be seen by those who wouldn't know who the guy is. And it's going both ways. The WWE gets eyes on them because people want to see what Paul's doing, and by working with him, guys like Cody and Seth are being put into this mainstream avenue where they get some more exposure than they normally would have because of the built-in fan base that he has. Even if the exposure is so simple as to, the wrestler that was on Logan Paul's podcast, it helps them get those names out constantly and not just for a one-off. What's an added bonus is Paul is a natural athlete and he's come into the WWE and made big time waves. The believability factor is there because he can go in the ring. They've kept him a special attraction where he only wrestles at the biggest shows 2 or 3 times a year. And he's been great for the WWE. Instead of an ever revolving door of people that serve a single time purpose and that WWE fans couldn't care about anyways, they finally figured it out. Same thing goes for Bad Bunny, one of the most popular artists on the face of the planet. His appearances in the WWE have helped them garner huge mainstream headlines.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because he brings that worldwide reach. These guys both wrestle and do well. And again, it goes both ways. Fans care. So do media outlets. How do you pique someone's interest who won't watch the WWE? Here's someone you may know. They're actually wrestling on our card and they do it a few times. Opposed to here's a celebrity paraded out without any rhyme or reason, please put it on your website. Who are the ones that can land you on the big time publications? Who are the ones that can help make waves for it? Again, both Bad Bunny and Paul started appearing in 2021 under Khan's reach.
I think maybe when we started even bringing in like Logan Paul and Bad Bunny into it, and just seeing like
even Bad Bunny's match at WrestleMania, I guess his first real match at WrestleMania, I guess 37. That I feel like people were starting to go, oh, Bad Bunny's part of this. Oh, I haven't watched wrestling in a long time, or I've never watched wrestling, but I like Bad Bunny, so now I got to start watching. Yeah, there's a lot of eyeballs on what you guys are doing.
Like you said, more now than ever.
Overhaul seems to be the word of the video, and I'll continue diving into it with NXT, which was another necessary step that needed to happen in order for things to become one functioning machine. The NXT brand has been around for over a decade, and what initially started as the company
What the fuck is that?
his replacement for the ECW revival became a cult classic among fans who were jaded with the WWE's main roster. The focus on Raw and SmackDown was the big jacked up dudes who were the textbook definition of wrestlers and stories that felt like they changed course every minute. Meanwhile, on NXT, they had a different in-ring product, a product that a lot of fans wanted to see.
What the fuck?
On NXT, they had a different in-ring product, a product that a lot of fans wanted to see. They were slower with their storytelling. You had to look for those Easter eggs, and they kept rewarding you for following the product. The brand had their peak from 2015 to 2019, so you can imagine the outrage that came in 2021 when everything...
Yo, what is NXT? I'm not gonna lie. When he started talking about NXT, I thought it was about to be an ad. I was like, really, my hand was on the fast forward button.
Was stripped away, and the super indie once again transitioned into becoming
developmental,
a farm system. The focus became less on short-term gain and instead creating
got it. Okay, got it.
Future stars that had the star power and athleticism to become big names in the WWE. And
Easy Soulless, thank you for the sub.
early on, it was a tough watch. Nickelodeon NXT was rough because they stripped...
Nickelodeon? Wait, this is Nickelodeon?
Stripped it all down entirely. They wanted to do things their way, and looking back at it now, I mean, I said it back in 2021.
Oh, this is old? I was gonna say, wait, what the fuck?
But it's a step that needed to happen. The rebrand came out of left field, but it's since settled nicely.
You, bro.
It has a nice blend of young wrestlers, some stars from the main roster, and the in-ring quality that fans loved back in the black and gold days. Again, another overhaul done by Triple H and Nick Khan.
What we want to make sure is easy for folks who want to be WWE superstars is figuring out how to become WWE superstars. So if you think of the life of an elevated athlete throughout their career, the opportunity to go play somewhere has always been easy. Being able to play somewhere is not. That's what's hard. But if you're an
Someone said H3H3 variant. Yo, I see it, bruh.
amazing high school football player, colleges come after you, you get recruited, you go into their system, and either you make it or you don't make it. Again, all that it takes to get there, very difficult.
Yo, I don't watch H3H3, but did y'all see them going back? Did you see him going back and forth with Fresh and Fit? Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how people can deal with either of that shit, bro. It was the most like deranged shit ever, bro. Like, oh my god, man. I don't even like. I'm getting a headache just thinking about it. Yo, I don't know how people watch Fresh and Fit for real though. Like, I don't know how they like. I just don't get it, bro. I don't understand.
A system, not difficult from my point of view. So we want our system to be an easy system where people who want to be superstars, they know how to get to us and we can get to them. We don't want to just keep doing that.
Like, I don't know.
We want to look elsewhere.
Sorry, sir. I'm just thinking like I don't know who hurt them, but it's like they just do not they do not fuck with women. It's like, holy shit, what the hell? Oh my gosh.
Young talent.
If you streamline your developmental, if you make it simple, it works. A key branch off from what he said is the WWE Next in Line program, where the company recruits college athletes and gives them the option of becoming WWE superstars, so you could potentially have the next Brock Lesnar on your hands. And when looking at NXT, two of the big stars of the future are Braun Breaker, who came in from football, and Tiffany Stratton, who came in from a gymnastics background, both completely molded by the WWE. Both wrestlers who look like pillars of the future. They came in with no wrestling training. They were built from the ground up, given time to find their way, display their athleticism, fail, figure out what works, what doesn't, and all the subtle nuances. That wouldn't have worked with the black and gold audience. They wanted the big veteran signings from ROH or New Japan. With AEW becoming the landing spot for a lot of those talents, black and gold really didn't need to continue to do the same thing. I link it back to sports. It's a farm system, and before that farm system had next to no connect with the actual big team. How are people going to get familiar with these guys if you
Is that a ponytail?
don't give them a chance? How are they going to learn if they're just expected to be good in ring? How are they going to continue to sustain their success? And now there's a connection between the farm system and the big team. When they have Braun Breaker appear a few times on Raw, they give Carmelo Hayes a shot. Tiffany Stratton was working with Becky Lynch, and they're slowly weaving them in. Here's our prospects, and here's a little tease. They're young, they're building up, and soon they'll be on the main roster. Remember way back when they didn't even do that, Vince would get his hands on someone from NXT and have no idea what to do with them. He would just see someone, have no idea what they're about, and repackage them. That instead is happening in NXT. So it again comes back to
I feel like
things fitting together
that makes more
properly.
sense.
And those call-ups are not fumbled anymore. It's the biggest connect that the two sides have had.
Ain't that the nigga that just be slapping people's chests over and over and over again? Hold on, chat. I gotta order something, bro. I'm like so hungry, bro. Where's the bevy? Where's the bevies? Oh, I forgot. You could just scroll. There we go. The Ring General. IDK who these people are. I remember I seen some with him like just slapping a nigga on the chest like for whatever. Yo, Spicy Lamingo. Thank you for the resubscription. Speaking of spicy, I'm getting a spicy chicken sandwich. Yum. Yummy, yummy. For my tummy. I'm about to go dummy. Oh my god, I'm about to fuck this shit up.
Prop with Paige, Big E, the Wyatts, the Shield. That crop of talent was brought up nearly a decade ago, and they fumbled so many wrestlers in between that time. In the Renaissance era though, the biggest change comes at the top. In 2022, Vince
Yeah,
McMahon
Mickey
was
D's.
forced to step down from his role in creative. Many fans had been beaten into submission at McMahon's philosophy of booking, oftentimes random, poorly crafted, and nonsensical. He focused very heavily on part-time wrestlers of eras gone by, which sometimes put their health in jeopardy, and he sabotaged the progression of superstars of the future. To discredit Vince McMahon is completely wrong. I mean, without him, the company isn't as big as it is. The man is responsible for having a vision that no one else did. But he was disconnected with the changing times, disconnected with the fan base, and would coast by because, well, it was his company. The 2010s are the scapegoat in this video, and they'll...
Sorry for interrupting. But I want to say I appreciate you for put me onto the Stream Deck, best purchase I ever made. They need sponsor you.
They need to, bro. They need to. It's so good. It's just a good product. Oh my gosh, such a good product.
Continue to be. Under his watch, the company missed out on so many top stars by giving them lukewarm pushes before they'd fade into obscurity, and they'd essentially be the forgotten toy that was the shiny one for all of what?
Damn!
One episode of Monday Night Raw?
Nigga just hit his arm though, for real.
With him, sometimes it would feel like you were being force-fed what he wanted to give you, while what you wanted was intentionally dangled in your face and not given to you. Now with Triple H, that's completely changed. He's able to
Look at this. Look at this guy. Look how he sits on his throne. Holy shit, he's there, bro. That's him. That's him, bro. Come on, just like do something. Just do something, man. Just a little something, man. Just like a I don't know, man. I don't want them to make a movie and ruin it, bro. I don't want them to make a movie and ruin Kratos' legacy, man.
introduce talent slowly and keep them a constant on WWE.
Holy shit, boy.
TV. I made a video called the WWE's New Wave. In it, I discussed how people are finally getting a chance. There's an investment being made in stars who will carry the WWE now and ones that will be there for the foreseeable future. And again, linking it back to a sports team, it's about depth. How much depth can you create in your organization? It's about having those guys take over once the big guys are gone and building around.
What's her name?
That core building so you don't have another big dog situation where it's like, oh shoot, our top guy is on the way out, let's strap a rocket to someone. Instead, here's those talents, let's let them simmer, and slowly they'll come up when the time is right. NXT fits into this plan. Call-ups are working, and wrestlers who are organically over are given the chance to prove why the WWE should run with them. It's a huge contrast to before, where molten hot acts would emerge, fans would be cheering their guts out, and they'd immediately be made to look like comedy acts because they didn't fit Vince's vision. It links back to what I talked about earlier. You need a connect from upper management and the talent, and right now that connect is there. Under Triple H's eye, the company has focused on doing what a television show should do, and that's storytelling. A key difference is instead of it being a 30-minute episode, it's one concurrent story that seems to have logical start and end points. He's also focused on giving fans a great in-ring product, which he was a huge fan of in NXT. The WWE finds himself in a similar situation to the Ruthless Aggression era, where they had stars of a previous generation plus ones that are slowly building up. And when that happens, you have limitless possibilities. Now, I do want to point out that not everything has been perfect under Triple H. There
Bobby
are
Lashley,
some people that give him blind credit without looking at his flaws.
He still be wrestling?
He does have a lot of them, but at least there's structure. Under his watch, the WWE has been quite strong. Look no further than CM Punk. They were able to repair their relationship with CM Punk. Who knows, in an alternate universe where Vince is still around and the WWE is not the same, maybe his ego gets in
I loved when he would just get on the mic and just talk, bro.
The way, and we don't.
You ever seen this? Oh shit, that was hard.
Don't get CM Punk back in the WWE. They're open to doing business.
He even winked at him like, damn, good shit, bro. Good shit, man. You made me look cool as fuck. You made me look cool as fuck, twin.
This with others and with other companies. They've also proven that acts from other companies can come in and be treated as big time. Cody is the key example. When he came back in 2022, people thought, all right, cool return. But the company proved that they could go out, get free agents, and have them immediately have a sustained impact. Cody's arrival into the WWE laid the foundation for others to come into the company. Being able to lure free agents into the company, I don't know if that would have happened a couple years ago. The last one that connects this whole thing together is Roman Reigns' heel turn. A heel turn that finally made him the top guy that it didn't feel like he was back in 2019 and even early 2020. The turn gave Roman the autonomy to tell his stories, and by virtue of him being the top heel, everything else just slowly built under the top star. If he was still a face,
FTS
realistically...
does not equal finish the story. Nah. FTS equals fuck the story. Roman Empire forever, up pointing finger, up pointing finger, up pointing finger.
I'm a Rock dick rider, man. I posted the I posted whatever video it was when I was reacting to the Rock's like rant or intro or some shit, and then we just kind of watched some other videos. People were in the comments was like Dante's just a casual for not wanting the story to be completed or some shit. It's like I don't care. No, you're right, bro. I'm literally a casual. Like, I literally didn't start even getting invested until I seen that The Rock was back talking his shit, man.
Who would your top heel
I was like, oh shit, say less.
You have all these crazy moments. Would guys like Jay, Sammy, LA Knight continue to get that big time exposure if he wasn't there? Him being what he is has allowed Cody to become the face talent that the company desperately needed. If he was still a face, those two would be duking it out, and who knows if Cody would...
White man, blonde hair, blue eyes, typical.
...even be in that same position.
Relax. It's the truth.
So by virtue of having that top marquee name, that huge draw, everything has built underneath while he's still the main attraction. The WWE era we're in is being called the Renaissance era, and it makes sense. When you actually look at how well the WWE is functioning, it makes sense as to why things are clicking. A few years ago, it wasn't like this. Everything's...
Wait, so like, he's married to a black queen? Maybe they do need to finish the story. Hold on now. Hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out. Maybe the story do need to be finished and the Rock kind of doing too much, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe the Rock is doing a little too much. I forgot what I was gonna say, bro.
Seems like it's intended with one company.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, these names, did they go in with these names? Did the fans create these names? Because the names are like perfect. They fit too perfectly for. I don't know how a little bit of both. Because these names is like kind of hitting like they've been so accurate.
In mind, there's not this sense of just waiting for something to fall apart from an on-screen perspective. As fans, you don't feel like, okay, when are they just gonna screw us over? The pay-per-views are fun. Everyone's getting a chance. The WWE has developmental clicking with stars of the future ready to take over. WrestleMania is back, and they understand how to remain in the mainstream. Since 2021, the WWE has adjusted in various different assets, and small and simple tweaks, plus Triple H taking over in creative, has given the company new life for the first time in a long time. Though even the WWE's biggest defender can't say it's all perfect because it's still not. It has gone through a big overhaul though. If you want great in-ring matches, they have it. If you want your soap opera pro wrestling characters, you have those too. If you want tag team wrestling, well, that's slowly being built up. The excitement, the unpredictability, and most importantly, the trust within the WWE and their fans is back. It's finally a well-oiled machine that's in working order, and that working order wasn't something that seemed possible.
I just want Stone Cold to come back and just do one stunner, bro. Just one more for the hell of it.
At all a few years ago, fans were just so hell-bent on crapping on the WWE, and let's be honest, they deserved it. They deserved every bit of that because they were churning out garbage. Now the company is finally back to being the sports entertainment giant. In the comments below, let me know, is this the best place that WWE has been in the past 15 years? What's working for you? What's not? What changes still need to be made? This is the fourth of a series that's almost happened on accident. I made a video talking about how garbage the WWE was at the end of the decade. There's one talking about the pay-per-views and how they've gone from chore to charm.
I'm just glad I'm just glad that nigga that eat the worms and shit ain't in this shit no more, right? I don't know. Like, maybe he is, but he's not, like, really talked about. But, oh, my God, I hated that nigga, bro. This nigga just eat worms and shit, man. That shit was... I couldn't stand that shit, man. Yeah, that was his name, the Boogeyman, bro. He was just coming there. I'd be like, yo, this is your gimmick, man? You got to buy these every episode, like, every show, bro? Yuck, bro. Yuck. Stone Cold did come back this year. This is a year ago, man, and I seen this when it happened, bro. I seen this. I remember I watched this, bro.
What to make of it? It is Kevin Owens. There we go.
So goddamn cool, man. So goddamn cool, bro. All right.